fairy friends and dolly friends. Today is Tinker Tuesday, and what I'm going to do on Tinker Tuesday is just try to pick some interesting projects to share of things that are laying around my studio that I've been needing to work on. A lot of times people do send their dolls over to my doll hospital, and sometimes their toys. So I'm usually working on something. Whether it be a music box movement, a teddy bear, a rocking horse, tons of different little things, not just doll repairs. This is, and I don't know if it's gonna, oh, I got it upside down. This is our Dakin and Company, San Francisco, California. It doesn't have a date. Bear people who are watching can tell me around about when this doll might have come out. It has a velvet paws, and those are white, and then it has an orange and a yellow paw, and the ears don't have anything in them, or I should say they didn't, but I am putting this plaid in, and this is just an idea in case maybe you have holes somewhere. This idea is good for that. If the velvet little pads on your paws are worn away, this will help you because you can replace those. As far as these, there's nothing wrong with these at all. I just don't like the color. So I'm going to change those. And what I've done is, I'll put this aside real quick. I've taken just this regular cheap felt, and it's rather thin. It's not by the on the bolt. You don't buy this by the yard. These are the rectangles that you can buy at Walmart or Michael's or Joann's. So basically the point of the felt is to give that some body. My daughter used my fusible webbing that I use to iron on to give a little weight. But this is a good thing where you can use what you have. Alright, so there we have that. And you'll just want to take this, because this will be, the finished size will be just a little bit bigger. So you just want to kind of make sure that that's working, and we'll go around and cover up that orange. And it looks like it's just slightly short. And that's what we want. We want this to be a little bit smaller than this. And now we'll get to sewing that. There we go, and that's just how I do it. It's just faster that way than holding up the eye of the needle. And now let's get started, and I'll only do this once to show you, and then I'll show you how I put it on there. But basically all of these pieces, this other paw, this ear piece, and this paw will all be basically the same, okay? So let's get started. Basically, I'm getting it into the felt. I'm not going through. And I'm gathering it around. Okay, if all goes well, then you should have a little patch like that, and then you'll want to put it on your bear and make sure it is covering all of the old whatever we're wanting to cover. And I like to use a little cat brush to pull that fur away from the seam, and that way your fur won't be caught up in your stitches. And also it helps to fluff up that fur at the end. Most American kids learn the origins of the teddy bear and how it got its name in history class. But for those of us who've not heard the story, the teddy bear got its name from the U.S. President Theodore Roosevelt, who was commonly referred to as Teddy. In 1902, the president was invited on a hunting party to Mississippi, where they would be hunting the American black bear. Everyone had had good luck in bagging their own bear except for the president. This tired bear that they had chased was tied up and clubbed into submission, And the president then refused. He said he could not shoot the bear. It was unsportsmanlike. And not too long after, that incident appeared as a political cartoon in the Washington Post. So apparently this was an issue where I guess he was being ridiculed. However, a man by the name of Morris Mitchum saw this cartoon and he was inspired to create a little toy bear cub. He put it in his shop window along with the sign Teddy's Bear. And it was an immediate success, and he founded the Ideal Novelty and Toy Company. And the rest, as they say, is history. And the teddy bear has been a favorite around the world ever since. And here are some bears that I've collected over the years. This isn't all of them, but some that I have displayed in my doll studio. And I don't really collect a certain brand, and I don't collect for value. I just pick the ones that look charming to me or have character. And I just don't think a doll is complete unless it has a little bear or a toy. And here's our little guy that we worked on today in my little vintage toy display in my vintage nursery. And I think he looks really cute there. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for spending some time with me. Have a magical day, and I'll see you next Tinker Tuesday.